Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Want to make this video on how to set up your filter studies within ThinkorSwim. Filter studies would be like all of your different, EMAs, SMAs, down here setting up RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, Parabolic SARs, whatever technical indicators that you prefer. Again, every trader is different. There's not necessarily a right or a wrong way to do it. Just the right way is to do technical analysis. Technical analysis is absolutely fundamental. It's critical to success when trading the stock market. So whether you're a short-term or a long-term trader, you need to know technical analysis and find the technical indicators that are your preference. Again, if you're a day trader, the technical indicators might be different for you than you'd use as maybe as a long-term trader. Again, a lot of them are same, moving averages, stuff like you see here, these EMA lines. They're still the same, with whether you're doing day trading or long-term trading, but you might have them set up differently. You might use other indicators like Ichimoku, like for something like this. If I go over here, I really like the Ichimoku cloud for, no, I don't want to delete that. Load Ichimoku. I really like Ichimoku for the daily. There's so much that Ichimoku can tell you with that one glance at a chart look. Which, if this confuses you, follow or subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our Ichimoku Cloud videos. We have a whole YouTube playlist for Ichimoku. So again, that's an indicator that I absolutely love for the daily. But I'm a day trader as well. So when I'm day trading, I like to look at the 1 minute, excuse me, and then the 3 minute or the 1 minute and the 5 minute, and then I like to look at a glance with Ichimoku and see what's actually happening. Some people don't like Ichimoku. Some people will be like, I prefer to have just the regular EMA set up, and I like to look at that on the daily. So maybe they'll have the 1, the 3, or the 1 and the 5 minute chart set up, looking here and looking what's actually happening. There again, it's not a right or a wrong way to do it, but the right way is to make sure you're doing technical analysis and learning all the different indicators and what they mean. And with our community, see, we're different. We have a different business model than a lot of other companies and leaders. We don't charge our members membership fees. We don't charge them for our courses or the services that we provide. We run off the generosity of our members. So we're a contribution-based community. So not only does our members provide with helping each other out with learning trading, but a lot of them, they contribute to help fund our community because we can't survive without the contributions of other members. Since we don't charge membership fees, the contributions that come in from other members help us to provide more trading and more, courses, more services, and basically give more back to our members through those contributions. So the more contributions we receive, the more we're able to start, do things like these types of videos and really show you behind the scenes how trading works, where you might not receive this with another company because they want to charge you a membership fee to give you this information, or they might want to sell you part of their course to do it. That's something we don't do. We're willing to provide this information to you without charging you for it. And again, you could take advantage of the courses that we offer and become a member of our community for free and just continue to just learn from us for free. So again, there's no obligation. We appreciate contributions, but there's no obligation. So again, that being said, let me show you how to set up your filter studies and how to set up your technical indicators in ThinkorSwim. I'm currently using a simulated trading account here. If you missed our series that we've been doing on ThinkorSwim videos, we have a whole playlist on ThinkorSwim on how to get yourself set up with ThinkorSwim. And we highly suggest, especially if you're new or you're not familiar with trading, to practice hundreds of times making trades, getting familiar with your setup and how, just to get more comfortable, because the stock market is a brutal game. It's an emotional game, and it can wreck you if you're not comfortable trading. So that's why having a virtual account, especially with someone like ThinkorSwim, is incredible. As you can see, it's a very technical looking chart. This is the way I have it set up. But if you're like, hey, I only like one chart, just go up here and make it one chart. If you like two charts, make it two. And then you can come over here and click link. And then I can come over here and load my chart. And now I have two charts. If you just wondered how I just did that so quickly, again, follow our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and look at our ThinkorSwim playlist. I show you how to do all that stuff. But again, I'm going to clear this chart here, and I'm going to reset it. Where is it? Reset to factory default. And I'm just going to make it 1. And I'm going to show you just a very basic chart. So now this is going to be where you're going to decide what indicators that you like best. And that's, again, it's all a matter of preference. I'm going to go back again. I did a video on how to do, ThinkorSwim and setting up your appearance. So I'm going to go kind of quickly with that part right now, just to show you how this thing will evolve. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go over to appearance. I'm going to change the color of the volume. I'm going to fill in the color of the candlesticks. I'll change the background to white, apply. So now we have kind of a white colored background. My OCD does not like the colors of these candlesticks, but again, it's a matter of preference. I'll let it be for right now. But now what you'd want to do is you go over to studies, and then you want to go to edit studies. So now this is where you can type in what you want to have on your charts. So I can't, there's so many. Just to give you an example, look at all of the different studies that you can add on here. There's a million of them, but I'll just add on just a few of the most popular. And again, it's all a matter of how you are as a trader. Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you a long-term trader? That'll determine what you'd add on here. But what's very popular is exponential moving averages. So just type in EXP, double click here. I usually have a few on mine, so I'll double click on it 2 or 3 times. Actually, I'm going to do it. I do a 9 and a 20. So I have a 9. I can double click. So see how it says 9 for both of those? Well, I like a 9 and a 20. So I'll leave the 9 the same. So I'll double click on it. Maybe I'll just leave it as, I'll put it as, I'll keep it as blue. I'll make this the 20. So I can either scroll up like this, or I can click inside here and let me do that again. All right, make that 20. And then I want to change the color, so maybe I'll just make that like a reddish color. Hit OK. So now I have a 9 and 20 exponential moving average. Again, this is all a matter of what you'd like to do. I like to add a simple moving average on there, a couple of them. So I'll put simple moving average, and I'll do that twice, because then I'll put a 50. I'll do a 50 simple moving average. And let me do that. Go over here. And I'll just change that color, and I'll make that, maybe I'll make that black. Okay. Okay, so now we have a 9 and a 20 EMA. We have a 50 SMA. And then I have another one here. I'll make this maybe 200. Or you can do 100. It's all up to you. Whatever you're looking to do. Okay, 200. Maybe I'll make that. I'll make that purple. So apply. And then, so now I applied it, and you can see the lines over here. If I hit OK, then we're done. We're back on the screen. I obviously despise the colors of it. I like more vibrant colors. I'll show you mine again at the end. But this is how it looks. But if you're like, hey, I want to add RSI, MACD, other stuff on there, well, go back up to Studies. Go to Edit Studies. Then you type in, let's say, let's do, yeah, RSI. RSI, double click. Now it's over here. And then I could double click on it and change the color, or I can leave it the same. You can see the different colors here. You can change them, you can leave them the same. For now, I'll just apply and leave it the same. Now you have RSI down here. Still kind of ugly, but that's where you can go in. You can change in here. Double click, click on these colors, go to here and more, and you can make it a different color. So if I want to make it more vibrant, I can hit here, boom, apply. Now it looks a little bit nicer. Now let's go to MACD. MACD is a favorite. Now there's MACD with histogram. I'm going to just add MACD for now. And there you go. So now again, that's kind of like, I can't really see it. It's light blue with the yellow. It's kind of ugly. So I can go in here and maybe the average line, maybe I'll make that red. And maybe I'll do the value of that blue, make it a little bit darker. Apply, and it still looks kind of ugly. I don't like that. Let me give you a darker blue. Darker blue. Okay, apply. Now it's darker. So you see how it's starting to evolve? Let's say you wanted to add Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. Double click on that. Have the Bollinger Bands here. I hit apply. Now I have my Bollinger Bands over here. What color are those right now? Double click. They're at purple. So you can change all the different colors over here, but hit OK, hit apply, hit OK again. Now when I scroll in, you can see how the chart is starting to evolve. If I want to see more like, hey, the volume's taking too much room, I can just hold on here, move it down a little bit. RSI is taking up too much room. I can hold on here, move it down. Keep moving it down a little bit. And just so if I want to get more of the chart and kind of look at the indicators and see how it starts to evolve. So you can see how this evolves over here. If you want to save, which is very, very important, you would click Studies, you would click Save Study Set, and then name it and then press Save. And that'll save what you do. You always want to save it because then you'll find, especially with ThinkorSwim, it's super annoying. You'll do all that work, it'll be great, and then you'll log out, you'll log back in, and then you'll have a blank chart again. You'll be like, what the heck happened? That's so annoying. So I learned the hard way. Go up to Studies, Save Study, and hit Save, and then you will save your chart. So that's how you basically add things on here. But just to go to show you, I'll delete the style here. Or just one more time, we'll go back into Studies. Again, edit Studies, and just add whatever you want here. You could delete a study set. So let's say I want to delete Bollinger Bands, I can delete it. Now it's gone. If I wanted to move something up or down here, if I wanted MACD over RSI, I can click up. But see, that's kind of annoying. I don't like that. So I'm going to move it down here. And so now... So that it's just kind of like how your computer's set up. It's a little funky how you're going to move it, but see now I have MACD over RSI. So if I click apply, MACD is now over RSI, right? So that's how you just move it around and set up your filter study sets. I have several of them. So right now, if I just go up here, I delete this study. No, I don't want to delete that. Let me do this. Let me just load mine. So I will load my study set, and there we go. That's not the one. Oh, you know what? I think this might be an old one that I have set up. See, you know what? This isn't the way I have it set up normally. So here's what I do. I save everything. This is a perfect example of why I love ThinkorSwim, and then they drive me absolutely crazy sometimes. Because I have everything now. When you click under here, I save everything, my style. So I'm going to go over here. Watch how the difference is. See how it's more vibrant and it looks right? But then I would go and I load my study here. Actually, no, see, it does. See that's what drives me absolutely bonkers about ThinkorSwim. It's hard to explain this, but it gets a little bit messy. Actually, I think that's a little bit different than mine is right now, because if you go over here and you load the style and the momentum. Yeah, see, I do everything. This is why I love making these videos, to try and help you, because I would always drive myself nuts all the time. I would save my filter studies. I would go in and I would load them. Um, but sometimes again it wouldn't load when I would go to log in and everything, and so then I'd literally call TD Ameritrade several times a day, and they said no, the best thing to do is to create what you're looking exactly how you want it to be. So something like, let me go over to here to style. Have your chart the way you like it, the way you want it set up, right? And then what you do is you would have the chart, you would go into appearance over here, you would design everything the way you like it. You'd hit OK, and then you'll have all the colors the way you like them. Then you would go up to the studies, you would edit the studies and have them the way you like it. You'd hit apply, you hit OK. And then when you're at this point, that's when you go up to here to style. You click on that and click on save style. You name it, and then you want to make sure you include patterns and study set right there. That's where you would click on it and hit save. Since I already saved it, that's why this is that's how you continuously save things in ThinkorSwim. And I'm telling you, it'll drive you absolutely bonkers when you log into ThinkorSwim, when everything starts changing, your chart patterns. Like again, you'll walk in one day and you'll log into ThinkorSwim and your chart will look like this, and it'll be why did that just happen? What happened? So how do I get back to the way I want it? Well, you go up to studies, and it's over here when you're like, well, wait a second, this isn't the way I want it. This is still not right. Where's all the colors? Well, that's when you go to style, load style, and you go to momentum, and there you go. Because you want to save everything under style, save style, name it, include it, so then it'll go over there and hit cancel. See, I do a lot of training videos here with my my virtual account, so I probably have to go in and edit it. My real account looks a little bit differently. So that hopefully will save you lots of pain moving forward, because ThinkorSwim, they're wonderful, but they're annoying with how they have things set up. It's very cumbersome, but that's why you want to practice. That's why you want to get a virtual trading account and practice a lot to get used to this platform. Again, if you're not used to ThinkorSwim, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our ThinkorSwim playlist on how to get everything set up. And basically just come back here and just practice every single day, just following the market, seeing what's going on, making trades, getting really comfortable, because that's how you're going to become successful, is by practicing and adding and tweaking and seeing what's best for you, what indicators are best for you, how you want things set up. Again, I'll show you another little tip here. If I want multiple screens, I'll go up here, put 2. Then obviously I have to link them, so I have to make this red like this one over here. And then again, go over to here to style, load style, momentum. That was, you might not realize how helpful of advice. I'll toot my own horn here, but what I just showed you there, how quickly that took me hours to figure out, and painful calls to TD Ameritrade just to get my charts to coincide like that, because it's not easy. When you look at all this stuff up here, it is so darn confusing. That's why you need to practice to be more comfortable. So again, we do our best to try to provide as much value to our members. If you are not a member of our Facebook trading community yet, head over to bullishbears.com or click the link below and become a member of our community. We have lots of fun on a daily basis, lots of interaction, lots of fun things go on every day in our community. Make sure you, again, subscribe to our YouTube